Well, good evening, everybody. Or anyone that's here. Anyone in chat yet? No idea. Oh, so here we go. FTRL GT1 at the Nurburgring Nordschleife. We have people inside each other. It's disgusting. So, qualifying for the Megans. One lap shootout. Genuinely surprised how close people are at the moment. Running a little wide. Surprise, surprise, T. Smith is out first. So he will be first to set a time. Not expecting a very close qualifying session tonight, if last night is anything to go by. Everyone has their own opinions of the green hell, and one little mistake will screw your times up. I was genuinely shocked last night by the gap that Dusty Fossil had on me for pole. 5 seconds I think it was. That was nuts. I think SBY might want to stay with Rom, get some slip. Ah yes, talking point of this evening. Oh, Biggles has had a mess up. That's fine, get it out of the way on the outlap. The return of a German. It's unsafe release. Back at it again. Hello Owen, hello Fieber. So, unsafe is here in the dazzling Benson and Hedges Jordan livery. Love that. Rom and SBY still treating it like it's a race. Graham's here, Jonesy's here, Mr. Leacock is here. This apparently is not Aaron. This is Owen. At Aaron's. Ah yes, and the returning Pagianini as well. And a CarMax Power Racing livery. You'd love to see it, and it's the blue one. Love to see that as well. So quick update on some things. So Pagani will be racing for Oblivion in the Group 4 in the hypercar. Unsafe will race just in GT2 hypercar. Let him cook, I say. Let him cook. Yes, that's a slightly scratched Megane. It's having some issues. Blue flag. We didn't see it because of the tree, but we kind of know what was going on there. And the hazards are on, so he should have a little bit of a one-upsmanship on the others, since he was subbing yesterday. And Tom Duval is also here. So I know what's missing. Some vanilla yogurt. Ooh, if you were. Don't know what the hell happened there, but it was freaky deaky. Okay, so T. Smith's going to be happy as Larry, I think, that the vanilla yogurt's gone off and has not shown up for tonight. Phoebe said it's going to rain tonight. Nah, it probably won't. Oh yes, happy Halloween to anyone who gives a damn. much to really touch upon at the moment. I suppose I could get skins. So, T. Smith leads the standings on 229 points. And he has quite the gap to Jadon in second, who's on 195 points, who then also has another gap to third place, which is Tom Duval. Tom Duval's having a decent season so far. Fair play to him. Graham's in fourth on 151. Then comes Ross on 138. Ron has 135. So only 3 points off of Ross, but Ron's had 3 wins and Ross has had no wins. So it goes to show that consistent scoring can really help you out. Lee in 7th on 127. Then comes SBY on 122.5. Blue Flag on 110. Homer on 97.5. Biggles on 95. Then the GT2 Hypercar A on 92, Jonesy on 84, and Oblivion on 69.5 and 14th. Ahead of the B class B spec Hypercar for GT2 on 34. That's Owen again. Struggling to get this Megane around the track. Not Owen, Oven. Sorry, Oven. The preheated. Took a few cross-grass lines yesterday as well, if I recall. Fat Dane's in the chat. Let's get the Danish flags going. Alright, so here we go. T. Smith rounds the last corner to make a start. 11 people watching the stream. Hello everybody, please like the stream. As we kick off the timed run. Smith making good use of the track so far. Looks like Ross is also having a decent run in this opening sector. SBY by himself, so either Rob has dropped off to give him a bit of space, that's just a natural gap forming. There's some tyre squealing, but nothing untoward so far. Everybody out on track. Some people did hang behind last night. Oh, bit of lag there for unsafe. Circulating, Pagani sets off on his lap. Everyone comes around to start his. Blue Flag and Tom Duval will start theirs shortly. Oh, Rob is ahead of SBY on track, so SBY has had a bit of an issue somewhere. Plenty of tire screeching going on. the reflex car bearing the scars of that wall ride earlier. SBY is catching Rom on track, so making up some time. I wonder if we'll be impeded in any way, shape or form. Dang it! But SBY is right on the back of Rob. Car bogs in this section in 5th gear. So if SBY can get a little bit of extra speed going through here, but he needs Rom to get out of the way, essentially. See how the lads take the carousel on the timed run. T. Smith, really clean. Ross, nice entry in. Fantastic exit out. Ron and SBY. Ron decent. SBY. Oh no, I think Ron had a bit of a bad exit. SBY has a cleaner run. Missed unsafe there. Biggles goes through. Tidy from Biggles. Graham's coming up now. Dusty's in the chat. Hello, Dusty. Our McGann winner from last night. Pretty clean from Graham. Here comes Jonesy. Down into the dip he goes. I think that was one of the nicer ones actually. Lee. Yep, nice and clean from Lee. Badginini lagging behind a bit. And through he comes into the carousel. Oh God. The game lagged him a bit there, and it showed his car coming out of the fucking the dip. Oven, let's see how Oven does. I need to remember it's Oven. Interesting entry. Good run through. T. Smith is now approaching the big straight. Duttinger, is it called? Duttinger? Can't remember. Blue flag through the carousel. Nice and clean. Gotta say, the McGann actually looks quite good going through the carousel. Through goes Duval. Doesn't look like the cleanest, but I'm not sure if that's game lag that's showing him being a bit dodge. There's SB1 in relation to Rom. He's dropped off of Rom a bit. Could James just not just sign in on Aaron's PS5? Yeah, probably. But then now this gives the chance for all the conspiracy theorists to say it's actually Aaron driving. Anyway, through comes T. Smith to set a 7:16.9. It's a decent run. Ross now. Same sort of gap that I had to Dusty last night. Rom goes into second, SBY fifth. Now that Unsafe went into third. Biggles. Biggles the next man to come on through. That's a 7:24. So he's 6th. And the conspiracy theorists can now be silenced because Mr. Taylor has just written he is absolutely promised guys that it is James driving. Graham goes 4th. That's a great lap from him. Who else has got to come across? Jonesy comes across into 9th. Lee Cole into 3rd. That's a great lap from Lee Cole. Through comes Pagani, max attack. Ah yes. Head Chief Steward in the chat, Aaron, so better be on your best behaviour. Pagani up into 3rd, displaces Lee Cole. Solid return from Pagani there, and a decent run also from Unsafe. Mikey asks, is he using Aaron's pad? Fuck knows. Here comes James around the final corner. He goes 11th. Blue flag around the final corner. Bit Larry on the exit there. Into 9th for him, so that leaves Tom Duval, I believe. Still a fair ways out. Swerving all over the place as he tries to get the car stopped. And through the final corner, where will Mr. Duval place? Oh, never mind. He must have had an issue. Because he will prop up the grid. So there you have it. T. Smith from Rom. A returning Pagani ahead of Lee Cole. A returning Unsafe ahead of Graham. Then Ross, SBY, Blue Flag, Biggles, Jonesy, Oven and Tom Duval. And the race is going to get going straight away. James has confirmed he's had a stinker. Pretty clean lap from Duval apart from a huge crash in the middle. Well, don't need that, do you, mate? You've only got 2 laps. Make it count. Alright, here we go. And they're off. For 2 laps of the Green Hell. The guy looks to have a decent start there. Is he already trying to challenge Ron? Not yet. Through the first corner they come. Oh, look at that. Absolutely nailed the camera there. Absolutely nailed it, my god. So, yeah, straight away, Pagani is harassing Rom. T. Smith's going to make hay while the getting is good. Lee has got by Unsafe. Ooh, Pagani on the grass a bit. So, decent start from Pagani, good start from Lee. Oh, I missed my opportunity to camera there. That was, thank you, Mikey. I thought it was as well. when it goes right, it goes right. So, Ross in 7th, SBY on the grass there. That grass was not pleasant. Well, you are uniquely qualified to know, Derek. Oh, SBY giving Blue Flag a little bit of a squeeze. It's kicking off. It's kicking off. Will Blue Flag have a look? He has. He's gone for it. He's sent it. Through he goes. Biggles and James at the back there. Oh no, not at the back, because there's Jonesy and Tom. T. Smith still leads. Rom's kind of collected himself now. Starting to hunt down T. Smith. Pagani still with him. Lee is trying to catch on to them. Ooh, difference of lines there. I hate this sequence of corners. But they all, I was going to say they all get through pretty clean, but Pagani a bit wide. Ross very wide in the background there. SBY also very wide. Jonesy with liberal amounts of curb as well. Graham looking to catch up with Unsafe. So Lee pretty much with these guys. The guy's back onto Rom. The milk dominating the back passage of the field if you want at the moment. Uh-oh. Phoebe and Aaron in the chat is just going to be chaos, isn't it? Try and get back on to Graham. SBY still with blue flag. There's Biggles and there's Jonesy. Well, Lee's dropped off a little bit here and is almost at the head of the second group, which wants to get involved with the first group, I think. Rom's in the slipstream of T. Smith, gradually catching. Start to approach the carousel. Could Ron be looking for a little bit of a move shortly? Opens up the steering, gets good traction out of there. Not enough to make any inroads. Through the carousel they go. All the while Pagani is right there watching to see if anything will happen. Pick up any pieces. 12 people watching the stream, thank you for joining us for the begins around Nordschleife. Actually quite enjoyable in this car, I have to admit. Oh, T. Smith on the grass, something he knows quite well from yesterday at various points upon reviewing the stream yesterday. He's gapped Rom again. Rom's dropped off a bit and has come under threat from Pagani once again. Nico still looking interested. Unsafe has made a little bit of a gap from Ross, who has got by Graham now. And Blue Flag and SBY are hustling along. So they're going to start getting involved in this second grouping a little bit. Ooh, they're all a bit squirrely on that curb. Oh dear, Oven's got a penalty. So the milk car has dominated the first penalties, it seems. Biggles in 9th. Jonesy 12th. And Duval's also got a penalty. So he's not enjoying this race so far, I don't think. Yep, so here we go. Pagani on the attack. Into mini carousel. Oh, Pagani's very wide there. Yep, too much wall. Through goes Lee. Safe as a 1 second gap to Ross. Yeah, Graham's already dropped back behind Blue Flag. That was quite quick, I think, so possibly an incident there for Graham, as he's now under attack from SBY. Or not under attack, SBY's giving him a bump. Rapidly closing in on Blue Flag. Oh! Graham goes through, Blue Flag tries to defend from SBY. Oh, this could end badly going into these corners. Let's have a look. Graham nicely tight on the apex. And that, they all survive. This time right. Oh, SBY, very wide line. Loses a few car lengths, but they survive to start the second lap. Car now looking at maybe making an inroads on Rom. T. Smith with a little bit of breathing room as everybody's squabbling for second place. Oh, a little wiggle there from Rom. It's cost him a bit of time, but not enough for Lee to make a move. Closing. Do we have a move? No. Better of it this time round. Pagani is almost on the back of him again. 5 tenths. Ron pushing too hard. Like when you're having a proper solid shell, it doesn't come out. Graphic there from Feber. Graphic. Yeah, I think once he settled down a bit in the first lap, he started catching T. Smith, but now he's driving in his mirrors, isn't he? I think so. It's a bit more chaotic. So, three-way battle for second place now. Pagani has rejoined. Man paints a picture. Yeah, he does paint a picture. Feber is nothing if not eloquent in the chat. Well, Unsafe has now got Ross for company. Good time, actually. Let's have a look, think better up with it. Oh, damn it! Rom's dropped behind Pagani and Lee. So Rom must have run... It's typical, isn't it? I go and have a look at Ross and Unsafe, and Rom decides to drop it, it seems. So Lee and Pagani are through, and Pagani's all over the back of Lee, so it's now a two-man race for second, unless Rom can collect himself again. Unsafe stays ahead of Ross for now. Graham's clear of SBY, who's ahead of Blue Flag again. Owen's up into 10th now. We have Biggles closing potentially, not far off. Jonesy seemingly catching them a little bit. Tom Naval in 13th. Oh! Pagani and Lee Cole battling side by side. Through goes Pagani. Lee not looking to give this up so easily. Aaron hates this fucking track. Why do you hate the track, Aaron? Anything specific, or is it just because it's so friggin' long? The carousel they go again. Rom's back on the group. Ross get unsafe. Yeah, he has. Thank you, Andy. Hi, by the way. So Ross gets by unsafe, and here comes Graham, SBY, and Blue Flag. Pagani has now pulled away a little bit on Lee, so Lee have to deal with Rom. Oh, you probably used to say it and it's German. Fair. Does Ross have enough time to get onto the back of these three? Nah. I don't think so. Significant gap between Rom and Ross. 5 seconds. And Pagani, Lee and Rom have not been sluggish, shall we say. They've been battling, but they've been pretty rapid. So I'd be surprised if Ross could get on the back of them without some sort of epic push from someone. SBY under attack from blue flag. In fact, it looks like Ross is going to have unsafe nipping at his heels a little bit as they go down the straight potentially. Just look at Ron getting ahead of Lee Cole again. But Lee's in the slipstream range. T. Smith is out in front. The 2-second gap. Genuinely surprised that Lee is not catching Ron that quick. There we go, unsafe. Gets ahead of Ross. Ross straight back into the slipstream. Nah, slip's terrible. Around here in these cars, it's not great. Although I'm surprised that, oh no, Ross has got alongside unsafe again. Just quickly, meanwhile, T. Smith is going to be clear. He will be your Megane winner ahead of the returning Pagani. Rom and Lee Cole. Looks like Ross will take that 5th place from unsafe. Unsafe covers Graham. SBY in 8th. Blue flag drops off a little bit from SBY there to come home 9th. Oh, Jonesy got by Biggles. Oven dropped. All change there. Jonesy comes home in 10th. Biggles 11th. Oven in 12th. The Milker Machine dominating the back of the pack. And Tom Duval comes home in the final position. Pagani with a 7 minutes 16.2. Rude. Significantly faster than anyone else. With that pace, maybe could have caught up with T. Smith. So there you have it, T. Smith, Pagani and Rom, your top 3. Lee a little unlucky to miss out on a podium there. Good race though from him. Good drive from Ross as well, I think. Solid job from unsafe, given his best lap was a 7:21 compared to people behind him that were running a quicker lap. Right. So we'll just wait for them to get ready for the Group 3 race at the Nurburgring GP track in the hypercars. Cars of the hyper. Rain. Um, oh, why does this have to be so slow? Nothing on that radar anytime soon. So, much like Lee Cole yesterday, I have no idea on the tyre strap, pit strap for the hypercars around here. Although some races they've been quite similar to the Group 3 cars, so maybe they can do the one stop. But Rom's getting his spins out of the way. Pagani in a Pepsi livery there. You should have said something, Pagani. You could have had that McLaren one that I made. So yes, Derek joins the chat. Once again, in the hypercar. The guy's pulling like epic duty in the hypercar this season. Nobody else really wants to do it, but Derek sort of was like, I'll do it. YOLO. So he had a good run last night in the Group 3 race. We won't talk about the Megane race. After having a fantastic qualifying, it all went a little bit Pete Tong. So we'll see what Derek can do in the hypercar. Ross is spinning out. So it's unsafe. He will be the other driver in the GT2 team in the hypercars. So, anyone want to put out any predictions for who's going to win this race? Feel free. Reverse grid, so GT2 hypercars will be on the front row, and Duval will have the GT1 pole. Potential one stop on the cars, more than likely a two stop. Okay. Might as well get full use of the tyres, I suppose. Rom's chilling in some gravel. Oh, camera. Where's Ice Ice Baby? Who the hell's Ice Ice Baby? Oh, vanilla yogurt. I don't know. The guy is like silent on Discord. And no one seems to be subbing for him. Oh. I think you're too late, Dusty. They're starting. Right, so rolling start. Derek on softs, unsafe on hards, Tom on mediums, Aaron on soft, Biggles medium, Jonesy hard, Blue Flag hard, SBY hard, Ross already having a look at Graham. Graham on hard. Oh gosh. A few people being barged to the side there. Could see. This is not the best camera angle for this. Oh, SBY's gone! Oh god, he's caught air. Oh no. Okay, that's not gone well at all. Not ideal. Oh, Ross with a bit of a wiggle. Gets into the side of T. Smith. T. Smith got into the side of Blue Flag. Oh, grass being kicked up as well. Come back to tyres in a minute, we'll do it again shortly, but Duval's straight up into the lead. James having a look at Derek there. Everyone's saying, I bet that was fun in VR. Yeah, I'm sure he loved that. We'll have a look at the outside of oven. It's a little compromised. Thought Lee might have a look, but Dusty's putting up scorecards in the chat. What's the 9 for? Is the 9 for air because he didn't get much air? Dust cloud at the back there, but SBY is not too far off, so could potentially come back. Oh, Biggles could potentially come back while other people squabble. Oh, Lee sending it deep there, trying to go around the outside of the My Little Pony car. No, I can't tell from these angles. It's madness. Delivery is still the wrong one. He's not going to use the yellow one. Pipe down feeder. Horrible camera angles. Yeah, they're not great at the moment. SBY just 1 second off the back of Pagani, so. Ooh! Oh no, I thought he'd skidded through the grass on the inside there. So he's back with the pack, so not too much lost, apart from positions I suppose, but at least he's not seconds off. Meanwhile, Tom Duval, medium tyres, so he's going to have to two-stop. He's leading this race from Oven. He's managed to get by Derek, so Duval on the mediums, Oven on the softs. Now he's got a bit of clear air to make them work. Derek on the softs as well. He's now given up the clean air. Big was doing a decent job of running up there. He's on the medium tyres. Lee Cole going around the outside of unsafe. Lee Cole on the softs. Unsafe on hards. Unsafe is doing a pretty good job to hold on to the positions with those hards, but T. Smith will come by, I think. He's also on hard tyres. Unsafe breaks a bit earlier. Jonesy on the hard tyres. Blue Flag also on the hard tyres. Ross on hards. Rom on hards. Graham on hards. Paganini on hards. And SBY on the hards. So everyone grouped together. The field covered by 11.8 seconds. Owen can stretch his legs now a little bit, chase down Duval. does have the quicker tyre for now. Biggles try and chase down Derek. Derek's tyres will go off quicker. Leacock on the softs, going to chase down Biggles. He's going to make a move there. And we've got here Graham and Rom, side by side. Pagani and SPY right with them. Pretty clean through there. Rom has a look at the inside. Very early there. I don't know, but Pagani's gone around the outside. Takes the position off of Rom around the outside of the final corner. Filthy. And there's already starting to eye up Graham. I think these are apparently Pagani's first laps in the Tomahawk. Just hassling Graham. A few wiggles just to let him know he's there. There's blue flag in Jonesy. Unsafe. Ooh, little deep there. On those hard tyres. Lee Cole has got by Biggles on his soft tyres. He's now chasing after Derek. Derek's tyres are a little bit better for wet. Oven has not yet caught Devol. Needs to do it soonish because those tyres will not last too long. The orderly's picked up a penalty going through the chicane. So all the work he's done to catch up now, that will be, well, I'm sure he'll get by Derek, so whether Derek will come back at him towards the end of the lap when Lee serves that penalty, we'll have to see. Derek goes defensive, but very deep there, too deep, through goes Lee, Biggles, I was going to say Biggles is going to go through, but for that spin, but no, he's made it happen. T. Smith runs very wide, now Derek's coming back at Biggles. Not letting this one go. Fantastic defensive driving there from Derek. Not giving it up, and T. Smith now having 5th place from Biggles. So what? I don't know, Biggles isn't giving it up, and he gets a little bit of a check maybe from T. Smith there. Did Biggles just shite himself? A little bit, but then also assisted a little bit there. So Biggles the big loser from that whole scenario at the beginning of this lap. T. Smith can now chase down Derek. Although with T. Smith being on the hard tyres, he's doing well to move up these positions. Big Up's still with him on the mediums, he'll be a little bit quicker. Going to want to come back now. Oh no, Derek. Derek had too much of a spin or wiggle coming out of the chicane. Probably got unsettled by the curbs. And he now circles back to 7th. The second GT2 hypercar on unsafe. So unsafe up to 6th on hard tyres. Leak on the podium position. Yeah, though he's on soft tyres, so he's had to make them, he's had to use them. I've been still not caught up with Devol on 1:44.9 last lap. 45.3 for Devol, so the soft tyres are on their way out. Poor Derek, yeah, can't seem to catch a break at the moment. So, can't imagine Oven going for many more laps with tyres looking like that. Same for Lee. Their tyres are pretty similar. T. Smith has dropped the Biggles a little bit. Oh, Derek dropped it again. Oh dear. Yeah, he has. All the way to the back. It's Nordschleife all over again. Poor Derek. Right, so Oven continues round. Lee will pit in, which might be the best option, to be fair. T. Smith continues round, but he's on the hard tyres. Oh, Jonesy getting all kinds of skids going and coming out of that corner. Chasing down unsafe. Ross has Pagani for company. Oh! Pagani, where are you going? Did he get a bit of a swipe there? Wasn't paying attention. The tyres are filthy. That's why I can't make an apex at the moment. Graham and Rum coming back at him. That's a lot of work undone there. Oh, Biggles is off. I think he's had a tank slapper there. The rejoin was a little sus, but he's back in 7th. Continues on. Surprised by that. He's on medium tyres. They should be affording him a decent amount of grip. But under threat from Ross now. James just dropped it. Did he? Did he actually? I mean, yeah, it's not surprising given his tyres, so... Oh, he can barely make it round the turns. So, James comes into the pits. 1 lap too late, I think. Safe continues on, James continues on. He did, yeah. Aaron, you're being asked if he's on wheel or pad. So, what will... Wow. So Oven is using Aaron's wheel. Does he normally use wheel, or is he a pad guy? Normally. I don't know. So, quite curious as to what Duval is going to do, because he's now been caught by T. Smith. Is he being caught by T. Smith? No, he's not being caught by T. Smith, not yet. Same one in the same seat. Oh, okay. Fair. God, that would be a pain in the arse, wouldn't it? Trying to get used to a completely different wheel. Pagani's recovered a little bit and started hunting down Ross again. Graham, Ron and SVY are together doing their things. Biggles has had a stinker. Down on 11th now. So, Lee Collar ahead of James. He's gone onto the hard tyres. James also onto the hard tyres. Derek is also pitted. And he will go onto the hard tyres. Now we saw the undercut was quite powerful in the Group 3s yesterday, as Dusty Fossil will attest to. So, curious to see what happens with people on fresh tyres, even on fresh hard tyres. Rowan's still battling. Pagani now almost caught up to Ross. Ross with a little bit better tyre wear, not much. Last two laps are 147s, 46 and a 48 for Pagani, but he did have that little issue. So Pagani seemed to be attacking Ross. Blue flag, not yet on the back of Jonesy. Quickly just go back to Ross again. Pagani close enough to make a move, not this time into the chicane. Probably save it. T. Smith pits from the hard tyre. Someone else also pitted behind us. Just wait and see if Pagani makes any sort of move on Ross into turn one. Has a look. This time by. Oh, Ross with a wiggle. Hard, soft for Tom. Yeah, probably. Unless he busts out the mediums, which is a possibility. Let's see. Yep, he's gone on to mediums. Comes out in 9th, with Oven in 10th. So Oven has got by Lee somehow. Has gone on to the mediums, is down in 12th now. SBY onto the softs. Duval continues to circulate. Gap now 17.1 seconds. So he's almost up to getting to his pit stall without someone overtaking him. Needs a couple more seconds. But given those wiggles, he's definitely diving into the pits. Unsafe on the hards. He will probably continue round, as will Jonesy, and no doubt blue flag. Although, no, unsafe coming in. Pagani dives in. Jonesy and blue flag continue round. Ross also pits in. Ron continues, Biggles continues. Duval goes onto the softs, here he comes. Oh, he needs to get it stopped. And he continues on, so Duval pits from the lead, resumes in the lead. It's worked out pretty well. So onto the soft tyres he goes. He can make up some massive gap again now compared to these guys. Crucial for Tom to stay ahead. Yeah, he's played that one very well. But he'll be on the hard tyres for the final stint of the race, so it'll be curious to see how they react. But oh, Jonesy, a little bit of a snap to the right there. Flag sending it in quite deep there. Slaughtering his tyres. Biggles might want to consider bidding off his mediums. They are looking a little worse for wear. T. Smith catching him. So unsafe on the mediums. In 9th, Pagani has gone on to mediums. Grange mediums. Ross is onto the softs, as is SBY behind him. So they're in a straight fight together. SBY have any look as they come towards the chicane. Jonesy pits in. Looks like blue flag continues on though. SBY doesn't think about any move into the chicane. wise. Biggles does indeed pit from his medium tyres. That was Jonesy coming out of the pits, yeah. So Jonesy rejoins where? 11th? Ross goes through. Yep. So Jonesy slots in between Ross and SBY. Jonesy on the medium tyres, so if he can keep up with those two, being on the softs, good stand him in good stead. Biggles has gone on to hards. Duval's lead already up to almost 7 seconds. And blue flag. Unsafe versus Pagani, that's what we need. Is that what we need, Fever? Have a look. Mediums for unsafe, mediums for Pagani. Yeah. So straight fight between those two on track. Gap rapidly coming down. Blue flag pits. Ooh, that looked like a lot of curb for unsafe. Does he get away with it? Looks like it. Blue flag coming out of the pits there in the background. What was that? 9th, roughly? Nope. 11th, I think. Yeah, blue flag down to 11th. He's gone on to the soft tyre. Decent gap behind him to Oven. Will we see a move anytime soon from Pagani? Or is he content? Contented to just sit behind unsafe and wait? So, next person to pit I'm looking at is probably Rom. Maybe. There's our tyres starting to die off. Quite long though. Ooh, Pagani gets the run on unsafe, who runs wide out the chicane. There was the opportunity and he takes it. Wiggle from Jonesy there, or was it SBY? Not sure. They're not the best sounding cars, are they? Oh my god. Right. SBY soft tyres starting to enter their phase where they are dropping off. Blue flag on the softer, the fresher soft tyres all over the back of him. Pagani's already putting some car notes between him and unsafe. Oh, blue flag's picked up a penalty. Dang it. Duval's lead up to 9.1 seconds at the moment. He's also set the fastest lap a couple of laps ago with a 4.39. Oh, Jesus! You can see how hard he's pushing. All kinds of messy coming out of the chicane. Loses a couple of attempts. I'm continuing to make use of those hard tyres. Is he trying to one stop? Or is he pitted? I can't remember. I can never remember when people pit. Lee having a decent run by himself in fourth at the moment. Pagani and Unsafe are back at it. Unsafe trying to go around the outside. Not going to happen this time by Sonny Jim. So the two Peugeots are together on track at the moment, Graham and Jonesy. So after a little banning there, Pagani starts to pull ahead of Unsafe again. Oh, Jonesy with a pen. Not ideal. SBY softs are trash. I'm actually surprised that he's still ahead of Blue Flag with tyres like that. Be horrendous to drive up. The gravel being spat up by the pair of them. As he's served his penalty, comes closer to the grips of SBY. SBY will dive into the pits though. Lee also pits. So, running up into fourth. Rom continues round on his hard tyres. Who dropped out? What do you mean who dropped out? Oh, Pagani with a lot of curb there. Unsettles the car. It was 14. Was it 14? Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, James has gone. Aaron, explain please. I never even saw the name pop up that he'd left. Andrew straight in with a rage quit. He dropped it about 2 or 3 times. Potentially. Theoretically. Right. Tom Duval pits from his softs with what was roughly a 8-9 second lead, potentially 10 if he had had a clean lap. So T. Smith through into the lead of this race for now. Goes through into second. Comes back out in third. So that's Duval to the end then on these hard tyres. And given how Rom seems to be using them, Duval is well placed here. Pagani still ahead of Unsafe. A few of these guys have pit in to change their tyres again. SBY, Blue Flag, Ross, Recon. Oh, SBY. That's not going to help. A whole 1 second penalty. Where the hell did he get that? Damn it. Missed that. Biggles has dropped to the back now. 2:03 that. Good lord. Pit exit? Yeah, maybe. Good lord, Ron. Continuing for another lap. No doubt he's going to have Devolto all over him this lap. Pagani's now got some decent breathing room to unsafe. He's holding the Peugeots at bay for now. Doing a good job, he's unsafe. Although maybe not running that wide. Although Graham followed him out there, so it's all good. So curious to see what these guys could maybe do if they can cycle up the order as others pit. Blue flag has got by SBY as SBY served his 1 second penalty. Yeah, Phoebes. He's doing well. Don't want to jinx it too much, but... Alright, so... as suspected, Deval wasting no time getting by Romp, whose tyres are absolutely munched. Is he going to pit in this time? Oh, Owen's left the room. Now I've seen it. Rom continues on. Rom. Why? I can't help but think that this is the wrong strat, sir. It's a bold decision. Let's see if it pays off for him. Yeah, Rom is playing a dangerous game. I don't know if I should keep my camera on him just in case there's a colossal spin, but you see there the way Pagani's just caught him. No messing around. Whew. I mean, I think he's done well to not, you know, swipe into the side of Pagani there and take Pagani off the outside of the track. So if Rom's trying to hit a target lap, he needs to hit it soon, because he is now hemorrhaging time and positions. Oh, unsafe a bit deep there. I don't think he was ready for the dirty air through the Schumacher S. Graham goes on through. Jonesy sends a dive. Oh, don't know about that one, Jones. He's giving it back. Yeah, good lad. Unsafe cuts the nose off a bit. Says, that's mine, thank you very much. Graham goes on through on Rom. And Rom does dive into the pits, as does Unsafe. Unsafe trying to give him a hurry up. Good work, Jonesy. Jonesy gets a gold star from the stewarding team that is on hand already. So, T. Smith out from the pits. Fresh set of soft tyres for that car. .5 seconds off Deval. Deval on the hards. So, with Deval doing a 1:43.9 on soft tyres, and currently doing 45s, 46s. We've got to believe that T. Smith will be back with Deval very soon. T. Smith looking in good shape to challenge for the win of this race. Graham up in the third. His tyres are looking decidedly old. Jonesy's tyres a little bit better. Lee Cole now rebounding up to 5th as others have pitted. Ross in 6th. Blue flag I think catching a little bit. He's in 7th. Pagani now onto the soft tyres. He can make hay. Try and grab some positions back in the dying stages of this race. 5 tenths ahead of SBY on the medium tyres, and that gap is going to increase exponentially. So Ron out onto the soft tyres, down in 10th. See where he can recover to. There's a fair few cars ahead that he can see. Graham pits from 3rd. Unsafe, but wide there on the exit of the chicane. Soft tyres for him as well. Derek on his hards in 12th position. Biggles 26 seconds off of Derek. So Biggles not with some serious lap time discrepancies going on there. So Biggles not having the best of times around here in the hypercar. Heard the engine there. T. Smith closing on Duval. Straight away, purples. It was like me last night. You go into those soft tyres late in the race when other people are on the hards and you're just catching them hand over fist. It's not even funny. Right, there we go. Will we have a little move before the chicane? He's having a look. No, thinks better of it this time by. Going to try and get a better drive coming out. Yeah, Duval's had issues through the chicane and on exit. T. Smith goes through. A little bit of a dink there maybe. I don't think that was required, if that was indeed a touch. So T. Smith goes into the lead of this race. Tom Duval now with a 15-second gap to Lee Cole. Lee Cole on the medium tyres, which are more worn than Duval's hards. So Duval's still looking decent for a potential podium here, with only a few laps left. Blue flag. I thought we was going to have a look at Ross there. Into turn 1. He has better tyres. Pagani rapidly catching them. The soft tyres of Pagani giving them all the traction. So, oh dear. Could Pagani potentially catch Lee if he can get by these guys pretty quick? But needs to clear Blue Flag and Ross in pretty sharp order, pretty quick order. Oop, Ross has gone a little bit wide there onto the gravel. Gosh. Yeah, Pagani very wide through the Schumacher S. He's dropped time. Possibly the dirty air being a factor there. Oh, SBY having a wiggle. Rom's all over the back of him. SBY's going to have to serve his penalty. Yep, so through goes Rom. Rom back up to 7th now. Blue flag still can't get by Ross. Biggles has pitted for some fresh tyres for the end. So T. Smith, fastest lap now, 1:43.3. His gap already up to 4.5 seconds. I think Duval's had a bit of an issue there because it went up a few tenths. But keeping Lee honest with that gap, it's not come down by much, so Duval's looking good for a second place, I'm thinking. Just needs to keep it clean, no more wiggles. Lee, his medium tyre's half gone. Might potentially have to do some defensive driving from Ross and Blue Flag if they keep catching. Pagani's giving himself a penalty, oh gosh. So, Lee doing 46s, 45s, Ross doing 47, 45s. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh, that's not gone well. We'll move on. That's not gone well. Rom has benefited massively from what's just happened and is back up into 5th position now. That said, those soft tyres are self-destructing themselves at a rapid pace. Graham behind him also on soft, but a little better looking. Pagani still in 7th. After that, coming together with Sai. That gap, 1.8 seconds between Lee and Ross. It's pretty stable. Tom and Lee, 14 seconds, pretty stable. T. Smith is gapping Duval with each lap, so I think, barring someone dropping it, or someone's tyres significantly going off, I think the top 3 could be as it currently is. All a bit calmed down now. After that incident, people are fairly spread out. T. Smith comes through corner 1 and 2, starts his final lap. It'll be a nice meeting in the steward's office after the yeah. 2 stewards being involved in the incident and the chief steward in the stream watching. Yeah. Oh well, it'll be a quick one, I think. Duval's gap to Lee has come down a little bit, but just for 1 lap. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Lee's extended his gap a little bit to Ross, so I don't think he's got anything to worry about. Ross has Rom rapidly closing in, but the tyre wear on the softs might be done for Rom. I don't know, we'll have to see how this gap changes. 6 tenths at the moment. Five tenths, 4 tenths. Oh, I think Ross has had a bad exit coming out of the hairpin. Yeah, still going alright. I'll quickly go back up to T. Smith, who's given himself a half-second penalty, but with a 10-second gap, that's not going to be an issue. So T. Smith wins. Tom Duval will come home for a solid 2nd place finish once again. That's good points for him in the championship. Lee Cole cycle through will take third position. In the background there, Ross is ahead of Ron coming out the final corner. Ron can't challenge to the line. So Ross, Ron, Graham. Garney comes home in 7th. And safe. Very decent job on his return to finish 8th. Jonesy in 9th. Blue flag. You'd almost think he was out of fuel. I think he's just over this. Jonesy's already left. Not happy with this race, I don't think. So blue flag 9th. SBY in 10th. What could have been. But he did get star points. Derek will bring it home in 11th. Not bad for 30 minutes practice. Yeah. Pretty damn solid. Unsafe. Pretty damn solid. And Biggles. This just fucks off the chicane. Who gives a shit? 1 second penalty. Who cares? Nobody cares. He will come across the line in a blaze of glory in 12th position. Oh. So, there we go, with no rain whatsoever, which is a shame. Would have loved to have seen rain for the Tomahawks especially. T. Smith is your winner from the other Tom. And then Lee Cole in 3rd. Ross comes across the line in 4th. And then Rom, Graham. A returning Pagani in 7th. What could have been for him, bar for some penalties and some slight issues, shall we say. Unsafe in 8th. Blue flag in 9th. SBY 10th. Derek for Team GT2 11th. Biggles in 12th. Oven, we don't really know what's happened to Oven. And Jonesy left before everybody had finished, so I can't remember where he was classified now. Was it 9th? 10th? 11th? I don't know. Either way. Like the stream quickly before you go if you haven't already liked it. That's it for this week's GT1. In fact, that's it for this week's Nurburgring. He was 9th, Jonesy was 9th. Okay, thank you, Fever. So next week is the finale at Le Mans. There will be no McGann race for that, as far as I'm aware, for GT1 as well as GT2. It'll just be straight in with a reverse championship order grid, I believe. So join us again next week on Thursday for the GT2 finale, and with me again on Friday for the GT1 finale. Thank you for watching. Once again, happy Halloween, and I wish you all a very happy weekend. Take care, everyone.